Welcome back to the Dance of Evolving. Today we will be practicing part 2 of finding your spiritual practice. We will have a meditation with the intention of inviting our soul to completely embody our body because we are the medicine to our own healing. We will be focusing on our hip region of our body to improve our flexibility and overall well-being. So go ahead and grab your mat and let's get into the butterfly pose with your soles of your feet together. Drop your shoulders away from your ears and find that center in the body. Elongate in the spine and deep breathe into the body and exhale out. Start to feel how your body feels. Move your body in a circular motion. Feel any aches, any parts of your body that need to wake up. Reverse the direction, coming into tune with your body. Our soul can always be present within our intellect, our body, and our heart. Let's go ahead and finish up our circular motion. Hold on to the ankles, and we're actually going to make butterfly wings by bringing the knees up and down. This will bring some motion into the hip joint, stimulating release and blood flow into the body. We hold a lot of our tension in our hips. A lot of subconscious unreleased trauma can be there, and as we are willing to uncover layers of what we are not, we can feel suppressed pain come up within the hip region. Let's go ahead and lengthen and inhale. Look up, exhale, and release by leading with your chest. And make an effort to come down to your elbows. It's okay if you don't come all the way down, but just until you're comfortable. And work with your breath. See what happens to your body when it becomes in a challenging state, or shock or pain, as it can seize up. And it's important for us to relax in this posture because part of our soul being completely present within our own body is listening to the signals that our body tells us. So let's stay in the posture. And as you're in these postures, with a deep breath in and then exhale, you can melt into each pose. Start to feel the myofascia release a little more and your body relax a little deeper, able to go a little deeper each time. Let's go ahead and inhale deeply and exhale out. Inhale deeply and exhale out. Let's go ahead and begin to lift our chest up. Let's twist our knees to the left and to the right. And then let's shift our weight over to our knees and come to hands and knees position. Let's open our entire body by tucking the toes and lifting the body to downward facing dog. Rocking from side to side, to the left and to the right, waking up all of our muscles. And go ahead and take your right leg and let's bring it up to the sky. Bend your knee. And we're going into three-legged dog with hips open. And we're really going to focus on opening this hip. So let's circle with the knee coming in, out, and around. Might not be the prettiest thing, but It is truly effective. Let's go for 2, 3, in, out, and around. And then let's actually step up into a lizard-like lunge. With your right foot to the outside of your right wrist, open your chest and make your way down to your elbows if possible. If not, feel free to hold your arms up or grab a yoga block. But feel this deep stretch within your hamstrings, within your quads, moving all the way up. Everything is connected. Let's go ahead and come up, and we're actually going to be moving into a Malasana Squat. Go ahead, this is a deep squat where your feet are slightly wider than hip width apart and turning your toes out ever so slightly. Sit your hips as far down as you comfortably can. Your heels might lift a bit, and that's okay. We're all trying our best. Try to keep them down, but don't force them. Bring your elbows inside your knees. Press your palms together. Use your elbows to draw your knees apart and lengthen your spine to the best of your ability. Let's make our way out of our squat and go back into downward dog. Whew, my body's tight. Let's lift our left leg and move up into the lizard lunge on the left side. Be sure your left ankle is to the outside of your left wrist. Deepen this stretch. Come down to your elbows if possible, if you feel comfortable. And let's start to think what it feels like to loosen our grip on life, to let go of control, of controlling external things around us. Let's make our way up. Back into downward dog. Left leg goes back up into three-legged dog with the hip stretch. Let's make the circular motions that we made on the other side by going in, out, and around. Have fun with this and just stretch this side of your body with the variation of the three-legged dog and moving in and out. Now let's move our feet to the outside of the mat, and we're going to be moving into wide-legged forward fold. This is going to be an amazing way to stretch out the hamstrings, which is very necessary in connection to the remainder of the body and to maintain this balance. So let's go back to thinking about loosening our grip in life, because we are either in flow with the universe or not, and you can go side to side as we're focusing on this. If you're clinging to anything, you're resisting the natural flow of who you are, which can truly keep our soul from embodying our body. The things we cling to are the things we most need to let go of, and this can cause tension in our body. The things we cling to often cover up our most vulnerable space. Make your way back to your knees, keeping your left knee grounded on the ground, and extend your right leg out to the side. This should give you a deep stretch with your inner thighs, your hips, all throughout the various muscles in your leg. As we hold this stretch, let's start to focus on loosening our grip, because when we do this within, we open space for the light to come in and heal the part that doesn't feel whole. Let's come back to both knees and extend now your left leg out with your right knee on the mat. Make your way down, opening your chest, dropping the shoulders. The thing is that whatever we leave empty, grace will fill. If we find the courage to surrender, then the thing we once clung to will either stay on its own accord or be replaced with something that is beyond our wildest dreams. So there's really no choice but to loosen our grip for surrender and liberation. Let's have one last deep stretch. Breathe in. Go deeper in the stretch and exhale. Make your way back to your knees and let's actually come to the side of the mat because we are going to go into frog pose. You'll be starting on your hands and knees, and your hands should be aligned beneath your shoulders and your knees beneath your hips. Inhale, then as you exhale, begin to push your knees out to the sides. When you begin to feel the stretch on your inner thighs and groin, stop pushing and inhale again before you continue pushing. Don't strain your body beyond what it can comfortably achieve. Turn your feet sideways so you're resting on your inner feet, ankles, and thighs. Lower down onto your forearms with your palms flat against the floor. We can hold ourselves here for 5 to 10 breaths. As we hold this pose, we have time to focus on what it actually takes to allow our soul to completely embody our body. See, this means walking through what we're truly experiencing, including any aches and pains within our body, any past experiences that we might have suppressed as they come up in current experiences, and being able to walk through them. So let's think, the person you are trying to let go of, that heartbreak that feels too big to bear, you're already doing it, and you're closer than you think. The sadness that weighs on your shoulders, the heaviness that sits like an elephant on your chest, breath by breath, you are moving through it, and you are closer than you think. We're going to finish today's yoga sequence and meditation with a pigeon pose. So we're going to bring our right ankle over our left knee, keeping the foot flexed, and walk our left foot closer to your hip to increase your stretch. You can try to straighten out your hips as much as you can and ease your way into this pose. This pose can be uncomfortable, so this will be a great time to continue our intentional meditation. The person you might be praying to forgive, the grief you are desperate to release, you're already doing it, and you're closer than you think. Whew, let's make our way up. Let's switch back around. And this time we're going to have our left ankle over our right knee, keeping the foot flexed, and walk your right foot closer to your hip to increase the stretch. Make your way down as far as you can, bringing your elbows close if possible, but ease your way in. And let's go back to our meditation. The vision you are striving towards, that dream that feels out of reach, you're actually already doing it, and you're closer than you think. The end will be unrecognizable from the picture in your head, but you'll know it when you get there by the way you feel in your skin. So as we finish this stretch, it's a great time to celebrate all of the monumental changes that you've gone through. Let's bring our way back up and come to your knees. Let's take one deep inhale, arms up to the sky, hands to chest, exhale. And let's focus on your soul's calling. You're never too old to answer your calling, and it can never be too late. For the truth of the matter is that your soul's always calling. It was calling yesterday, it's calling today, and it will be calling next week. Answering the call of your soul isn't a one-time act. We can start today, and it's a perpetual conversation. It's not actually about doing one big thing or finding one single answer to the great big question, what's my purpose? It's doing hundreds and thousands of those little things in that direction, one after the other. It's through the following each and every little call, a step here and a leap there, that we find ourselves living the life we are called to live. Once we find this higher calling, it might seem like it just happened, but in reality, it's been in the process of happening for ages. Your soul knows your path. So I encourage you as we finish today, keep listening to and acting on the whispers each and every day. And before you know it, you'll be on your way. Your soul is always gently pointing you in the right direction and subtly edging you closer to the things that light you up. If you wait to find out exactly where your path is headed before you act, you'll never experience the bliss of walking your path. You're ready. So I encourage you, let your soul completely embody your body today. Walk in this living experience as a living spirit with all of your senses activated and enjoying every miracle that life has to offer you today. Because today truly is a gift, and we are walking purpose who can leave a lasting impact based on the decisions we make today. May the light in you and the light in me always shine bright, and may we light each other with our innermost selves, our soul frequency. Namaste.